Hey, my name's Matt Robison, and I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict, and I get to say that today, and there's not a sense of shame. There's a sense of freedom attached to that, and that was not something that I understood as even a possibility, much less a reality, before my time at HopeQuest. I did not know anything but the shame of being a pastor who couldn't quit drinking or taking pain pills. And my time here at HopeQuest is what began me on this path. That I can say that with freedom now, that I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. And being back in the area today has brought some emotions. I feel insecure about it because last time I was here, I was a client. But I also feel very excited about HopeQuest because of what has transpired in my life. Because of that, it was like the perfect mix of, it was like I understood addiction as like the physical piece of that, or I understood the emotional piece of it, or I understood the spiritual piece of it, but I did not understand like the integration of all of those things. And it was like everything I tried up until HopeQuest like really worked on one of those, like we addressed the physical or the spiritual or the mental, emotional, and I came here and it was like all of a sudden all those things come together, and it was like there was this, it blew my mind. And I was sharing with earlier today, like I remember at first I hated it and I wanted to go home, and I was in over Christmas and that was super hard, but I got this like all of a sudden like it started clicking, and I really wanted to go home, but I was so scared I wasn't going to get all that I could get out of it, because it was the stuff I was learning and the stuff I was unlearning was transformational for me. And man, the goodness of God, what's happened in my life since leaving that, because I was on staff at a church as a pastor. And when I relapsed, they chose to help me. They said, if you want help, we'll help. And I said, I'm willing to do whatever, man. I was old Kenny Rogers song, I'm out of aces. I was broke. And man, so when I came home, the providence of God, He had connected another company, had reached out to our church and said, hey, we're starting a very large inpatient treatment center for substance abuse disorder, and we are looking for somebody to carry church services in here on a Sunday. Would you guys be interested in helping with that? And it was funny, it was like, well, we got a guy who just got out of rehab, and so man, I left and went home and started participating in worship services at this treatment center. It's one of the largest inpatient treatment centers in America, around 650 guys. And man, that company started expanding and growing, and our ministry in partnership with them started expanding and growing. And so now I'm the Southeast Recovery Ministry Leader, and we have worship services in 17 inpatient treatment facilities, and a discipleship curriculum that all clients go through while they're participating in that program the program of recovery they're in. All it is like what I learned here, and it wasn't that you can't just address one of those pieces of what addiction is. You've got to address all of those, and addressing all of those has changed my life. And I say, Jesus said, love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind. But that's really hard when your heart's broke, your mind's sick, and your soul's covered under a bunch of shame. And man, because of HopeQuest, like my mind got better, the shame came off of my soul, and man, my heart has been in a place where, man, I get a chance to see God do things in my life I never thought He would do. So thank you, HopeQuest. Man, I would say it's like the end of that movie Saving Private Ryan, when he's at the gravestone and he looks back at his family and says, please tell me it was worth it. Like I promised them when I went, I was all in and I was going to do whatever. And man, I want to live my calling, and I want to live this life as wide open as I possibly can, helping as many people as we possibly can. Like I want that gift that you gave to grow and grow and grow, and I want those ripples to keep going, and I want people who never have heard of our church or heard of me to experience the life that God wants them to have. And if you trace it back, you can trace it back to that.